welcome to my channel. I want to thank all of you, every one of you who have been subscribing, who have subscribed, and who are watching my channel. I want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you from all over the world. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are watching me and whatever time you are watching me. I want to thank you for everything. Today, I just want to share with you a very, very powerful spiritual recipe that can bring solution to anyone who has find it hard to move forward. Things are not working for you. Your business is not working. You've tried to pick up a job, a paid job. It is very difficult for you to pick it up. You attend interviews. You have gone for interviews. They have called you. You are very sure that you are, at least you are good. You are one of the best candidates. But somehow, unexplainable, you were excluded in the final selection. This spiritual recipe I want to share with you is for you. Peradventure, you are selling things, you are into trading, you are into buying and selling, whether online or brick and mortar shop, and you just realize that you are finding hard to get sales for clients to turn to your side. I want to tell you, this spiritual recipe I want to offer you today will bring a solution to that challenge. I want to tell you, I want to assure you that you can't try this spiritual recipe that I'm offering you today consistently for 3 months and not experience a manifest change. You will just see the change will be very, very apparent. It will be clear. You can't. I can assure you that. You try this spiritual recipe for 3 months consistently. Every door that has been closed, opportunity that you have lost, will start opening up and get it back to you. Sales, people will start knocking at your door for purchases, for them to buy and patronize you. So, without much ado, let me tell you what you need for this spiritual recipe, spiritual solution that I am giving to you today. What are the things you need? Very simple. One, you need a 3 big coconut. 3 big coconuts. That's the first thing you need. Secondly, you need to harvest some quantities of bitter leaf. Some quantities of bitter leaf. Just get, this is the one I just harvest. Actually, it's a bitter leaf here. So you see, I encourage as many people to get it planted. So you harvest some quantities of this bitter leaf. Harvest some. Now, the next thing you need the Bint Sudan perfume. This is it, the Bint Sudan. Some people call it Bintu. It's the Bint Sudan perfume. You also need this. Then you need your white soap. You need your white soap. At least you need minimum of 3 tablets. So you need minimum of 3 tablets. Then your white packaging container, and finally your Bible that you are going to use in chanting and activating this spiritual soap. I want to assure you, try it for 3 months and you will come back and thank God, and you will fall in love with me for offering this solution and letting out these secrets to you. So what are the steps you need in the preparation? Step number 1, you find a way of draining off the water that is inside the coconut. The coconut water, you drain it off. The coconut has 3 eyes. You can use screwdriver or a new nail to pierce that one of the eyes, and then you collect the water into a bowl, a white bowl. Now, having collected the water into a white bowl, the next thing you do is that you use that coconut water to squeeze the bitter leaf, to get the extract of the bitter leaf into the coconut water. You squeeze it. Once you are done with that, you sieve out the shaft of the leaves out of the coconut water. Then you keep that water that you have used in squeezing the bitter leaf aside. What is the next step? The next step is that you need to grate your soap, your white soap. If it is not already in powder form, or if it is still in tablet form, you grate it. You grate that white powder, the white soap, the 6 or 3 tablet of white soap. You grate it. Now, after you have grated the soap, the next thing is to mix the coconut water that you have used in squeezing the bitter leaf, you mix it with the white soap that you have grated, and then you mix them very, very well to make sure that it is very smooth. The texture is okay. You mix them very, very well, and you make sure the soap become smooth. Thereabout, you now mix the Bintu, the Bint Sudan perfume. This exactly this. This is actually like 50 ml. This is 12 ml. 12 ml. This is just the quantity you need. Whether it is 6 tablets or 3 tablets, you just need this. And then you mix, you empty this inside the soap, and then you mix them very, very well. You mix them, you mix them, you mix them. Once you are done with the mixing, the next thing you need to do is now to take your Bible, and you now need to start chanting the following psalms. You only need to chant these psalms 3 times each. You chant these psalms 3 times each. First one, Psalm 51. Psalm chapter 51. Then the second one, Psalm 72. Those are just the 2 psalms you will chant or recite into the soap thrice, 3 times. And then you begin to say your prayer over that soap. You begin to ask for what you want. Your ways to be open. Opportunity to get open for you. And I can assure you, you can't use this particular spiritual soap for 3 months and not experience remarkable change. I can assure you that. You try it. But once you have mixed it and you have chanted the psalms into it, you keep this soap for 7 days. You are not going to use it immediately. It is after the soap have stayed and be kept for 7 days, you now start making use of it to take your bath with a new sponge very, very early in the morning. Very, very early in the morning. Every early in the morning, you use the soap to take your bath. And you will really you will look for me, you will give me a like. So I want to say thank you everyone who have taken time to watch to this point. If you haven't subscribed, this is the first time you are seeing my face. This is Life Plus. I want you to try and subscribe. I want to ask you, subscribe to the channel, give me a like. You can reach me on my WhatsApp number. It's right down there at the description. That's where I place it. If whatever question, whatever query you really need, just reach out to me on my WhatsApp number, as some are already doing, and I will tell you I answer every query personally. Thank you very much, and see you some other time.